harder, you will never find me. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Hey, Charlie. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. But he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill. 13. 21. Mike,
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
51's the mic. Smooth.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's third down.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Right here, guys. Fight.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, gun. Mike 51. Here we go. Hey, alert. Hey, Alpha. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Able to avoid him at the 40. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bring it. Flag. Mike, check. 59.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Ready up. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Looking to throw, and this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw here. Complete. Smith has it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
second and 4.
He'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
60 yards. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
Ready.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
Here we go. Hey, C6. Now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Garoppolo on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack, Garoppolo. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You don't know no better. He's checking. Crash.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Bravo!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Diggs. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
I got you. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, Echo. You're not ready. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Time to go, night.
On second down, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll set up a throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He'll drop to throw. And Diggs has it. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here we go, An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21. Hey, Charlie. Hey, let's go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
12. Mike 51.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 24. Watch 24. 51 boy. 51. Check tight. Check 26.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
21. Here we go. Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 22. On first down, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On second and 10, Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
11. 51, Mike 51. So we got man. Hey, gun. Motion, check. Shift.
Garoppolo again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
That's it, baby. We go
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Mike 51. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, Alpha.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
21.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively,
Brandon Cooks. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touch.
When you gonna have a spot open, bitch? Get rid of Joey, he's trash anyways. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I gotta finish this fucking game. This fucking kid I'm playing is like... I don't give a fuck. Act like I care. I'm gonna get on and hear you bitch at me the whole game anyways. You're a fucking idiot. Fucking... This motherfucker acts like he sees what I see. Yeah. I don't care what he thinks. There's only one running in front of my face. Yeah, you're right. Next time I'll just fucking run away. I'm sure you would have done the same thing. Yeah, but if you saw someone running in front of you, you would have shot them first. My plan was to come into the building, but every time I dropped down and got my fucking loadout, I got wrecked. Yeah, just like I would do, just like anybody else. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Come on, motherfucker. Let's play. Talking about, oh, I need to pause for 10 minutes. Fuck you. Well, he's beating me pretty well, so if I could just give him the win and get off, I would. Nah, I mean, you can concede, but since it's like a league or whatever, you're not supposed to quit games. You get kicked out. I mean, it's kind of stupid for me to quit anyways because I can still get stats and XP from my players. Like, even if I'm playing bad, I can still get some, like, garbage XP at there. Ow, fuck. This is not in here. Look, it's another USB thing. I forgot I had this.
For your
Headset.
oh. Where's the long one?
This just comes with a headset.
What?
Nothing.
And why are you laughing?
I don't know. Just go enjoy your brownie, okay? Probably. That's what you did last night. Come on, motherfucker.
personal radar.
Running a fucking LMG with thermal. LMG with a thermal. Yeah. this, this motherfucker. Yeah. Hurry up and die already. Did y'all die? Alright, I'm fucking quitting this game. I'm not waiting for this motherfucker anymore. It's just been sitting on my phone. I already told the commissioner. I mean, I gave him 10 minutes. I gave him 25.